Why, hello everybody. This is Kirikomori's House of Hikikomori, and today this is going to be a very short review of Riding Bean. It is a 1989 46-minute OVA. It's very short. This is a very short review, but I just watched it, so I thought I'd talk about it. As you can see, I'm in college now, so I'm in a college dorm. So it's going to be the new scenery for a little while, which is pretty darn cool if you ask me. So was done in 1989, done by AIC, which actually seems to be still making stuff, such as Sasameki Koto, the Strike Witches movie, which is weird because I actually just reviewed Strike Witches, and Kotura-san. And then also by Studio Artmike, which didn't really make stuff much anymore. I hadn't watched anything of what they made, except I had heard of Genocyber, which is pretty much infamous for its own way. If you do not know, it is seen as one of the bloodiest anime OVAs of all time. I've got a weak stomach, so I probably won't be watching that anytime soon. It is available. You have to look around online, but there's a dub and a sub for it. Currently, there is a campaign on Kickstarter to put it in Blu-ray form. I believe they made their goal, but you can still support them. I strongly recommend you do. It's only $25 to get the Blu-ray tier. I don't really have a DVD player right now, so it really wouldn't be worth it for me, but if you do, and if you actually like this show, support creators, I guess. Let's see. So, this is very much an action show. It's about guy named Bean and his partner Irene, which he calls Rally. In the show, I had to look up and actually learn that it was Irene, and they work as kind of transporters. It's just as long as you have the money, get wherever you want to be. Often it can be a getaway car for thieves, or in this case, in a hostage or kidnapping situation, getting someone back safe. And we have a beginning scene where they traffic out two thieves, but they actually end up getting involved in a hostage situation, inadvertently way beyond what they thought they were getting into. Which I won't give too much away. I mean, it's 46 minutes long, so the more I talk about, the more I give away, and then it kind of defeats the purpose. Let's see. It's a little confusing at first. You just kind of have to realize that you're just gonna get into it. It's an action show. There's gonna be car chases, explosions. It's gonna be like adrenaline pumping. I'd say actually the action was really good. I was actually pleasantly surprised how much I got into it when I watched it. The villains, well, definitely it's a very dated show. I know that. Okay, so the main character is very much a lesbian caricature, one of the common stereotypes of the power, more of a predator, kind of takes advantage of a younger girl who is in love with her. And honestly, it was very hard to watch, especially in the harder points. If you do not enjoy this at all, I recommend just skipping this in general. I could get through it. I wouldn't strongly recommend this show. I mean, it's very good to see something from an 80s show, because I don't think very much people often go that far back, kind of look at anime, so I think it's always good to kind of see a time capsule. Definitely the style of art's definitely not, if you're used to recent stuff, it's definitely not going to be what you're used to, but I actually did like the art style a lot. I'd say it was really engaging. Not much character development, but I wouldn't really expect some. The car chases, that's actually a lot of fun, and there's kind of in the background, I don't know if it's just because it was a rip from a CD, but there's actually kind of Western rock going on the whole time, which actually really gets your blood pumping, and it's actually pretty darn good. But it's a toss-up to say whether I'd recommend it to everyone. If you like action, watch it. If you really want to find something that's old, watch it. It's 46 minutes out of your life. If you're not into it, 15 minutes in, go watch something else. It's really not no harm, no foul that way. Still watching Value. I'm 3 episodes in. I don't know what'll come out next. Let's see. My rec of the review would be Stranger Things. It's not non-Netflix. You've probably heard of it already. It's a science fiction show based on this one town named Hawkins in Indiana, 1980s. A lot of 1980s right now. Very weird. In which kid goes missing, and then actually kind of like this thing, and when more investigated into it, definitely comes into something more sinister. Again, go watch it. It's really cool. But yeah, hope you guys have an awesome day. Be sure to do that YouTube thing you do when you give positive feedback if you choose to. You know. And have an awesome day, guys. See you later.